Hey guys, it's Larry Greenberg, and today we're going to take a look at the Konnet TouchEZ keyboard flip case for the iPad 2. If you're a new iPad user, perhaps one of the things you're struggling with is the lack of physical keyboard. That's where cases like the TouchEZ come into place. They feature a Bluetooth physical keyboard in the form of a protective case. This version sells for $99. Let's take a look at it now. I'm going to crack open the packaging. You don't get anything in here other than the case itself. I apologize for the white balance. Obviously there's a lot of white here with the white box and my white iPad, and it's probably going to be going in and out as I do the video, but not really much I can do about it, unfortunately. So here is the case itself. It features a soft touch black finish. Feels really nice in the hand. At first glance, it looks like a heavy-duty, thick iPad case. It has a quick release switch right here that keeps the front flap closed. I like that feature a lot. That way, when you want to transport your iPad around and you don't want this flap flying around, it's locked into place. When it comes time to open it, you simply move the little switch and it slides open. So on the right side, you'll notice that it has a snap on the back style cradle to hold the iPad 2 in place, and then on the other side is the keyboard itself. So let's first snap my iPad 2 in here. Goes in pretty easily, nice and tight. It's not going to come out unless you wanted to. It's a nice tight fit. Now, before I get to kind of the features of this, the one thing I want to point out is this actually does have the sleep awake function like the Apple smart covers do, built into the case. Hopefully you could see that when I turned it on, or when I opened it, the screen woke up, and when I close this, the screen will shut off, as you can see. Pretty cool that they included that in a keyboard style case. This case definitely covers all the, the features. So it has this little rubber kind of keeper to protect the keys as well as the screen when you keep it shut. When it's time to use it, you can remove that and move it out of the way. First thing I want to show you is this little hidden compartment over here that actually holds the USB cable that you use to recharge the battery in the keyboard. There's a USB port on the side, which you can see right there. Once you recharge it, you get about 20 hours of continuous use. Charges pretty quickly. There's no issues with that at all. Now, you're probably wondering at first glance, and I did when I first got this all together, how do I use it like this? Do I flip it like this? That seems like an awfully steep angle. It took me a second with the help of some friends to figure out that this actually slides out. There's a little arrow right there, which if you don't see it, you can hopefully see it now, and that is kind of indicating that this slides out to reveal these little notches, 3 of them, that you can now place the iPad into. So you've got several different angles, 1, 2, 3, just dependent upon how you wish to use it. So let me get my device out of airplane mode, because that will turn Bluetooth on. And I've already paired this up. That's kind of the first process. So let me turn this on. And once it's on, in the on position, it automatically will repair itself with the iPad 2. You can press the connect button to initiate the pairing process. As you can see, if I go into Bluetooth, it's already going to be there. It's already paired with my device right there. So once it's paired, you're ready to use it, and it does have a variety of iPad specific keys built in. All these keys along the top. First one on the right is a lock key, and you can actually use that to turn the screen off and then turn it back on. And what's cool about this is it actually bypasses the slide to unlock feature. So, if you want quick access, you simply have to press it and it turns it on and off. Key all the way to the left is the home screen key. When you're on the first screen, it takes you into Spotlight Search, but if you're all the way over on your last home screen and you press it, it'll take you back to your first. You can raise and lower the brightness. You can go to Spotlight Search from wherever you are. You can go right into photo mode, which is cool on this. Now I'm kind of in that slideshow mode right from the keyboard itself. You can invoke the keyboard that's built into the iPad with that key. It's got iPod controls, fast forward, rewind, pause, stop. You can raise and lower the volume. So it has a ton of iPad specific keys built into it, which is really cool. As far as the keys go, they're a little on the small side, I'm not gonna lie. It takes some practice getting used to, typing on the keyboard, but if it were bigger, of course, the case would be bulkier. I found for me the best method to type was to use like the hunt and peck method, just using 2 fingers and the tips of my fingers to type out. I'm not sure, the real way of typing, if you'd be able to accomplish that, because the keys are just so close together, but I found I was pretty efficient just using that hunt and peck method with the 2 tips of my 2 fingers. So when you're done, time to use the case on the go. You can close it back up. One of the cool features of this I've not seen on any other Bluetooth case is this mechanism in the back, which you can hopefully see. It's got that circle there. That allows you to spin this around and use it in either portrait or landscape mode. So if you're someone that likes portrait, you can flip it into portrait mode and use it in portrait. If you're someone who prefers landscape, you can flip it around and put it in landscape mode. I have not seen a Bluetooth case that has that feature built in. Pretty cool stuff. So when it's time to go, slide the keyboard back up. You can put this little rubber protector back onto the keys so it protects, again, the keys and the screen. And then you close this back up and you kind of have like almost like a laptop-like look and feel, all stuck together. As far as all the ports and covers go, while you're using this in the closed position, you still have access to the 30-pin connector thanks to this cutout on the bottom, and of course several cutouts along where the speaker perforation is. You can also still get to the USB port to recharge the keyboard without having to open this. As far as all the other cutouts go, they're all there, nice and big and wide and open for you. The volume rocker, full cutout there for the volume rocker and the orientation/mute switch. Full cutout for the sleep awake. There's a cutout for the microphone, one for the headset jack, and another for the rear facing camera. Those are all perfectly sized. This case, of course, adds a little bit of bulk, but that's to be expected because it does have the keyboard built in. Really, it makes it kind of feel like a laptop, which is what you're going to want to go for if you're looking for a case like this. But it's still quite light. The soft touch material is nice. I should also point out these 4 feet, these rubber feet that are on the back of the case. That's when you have it in this position, it grips the surface and doesn't slide around. So when you're typing, it's not going to move, which is really nice. But right now, I think this is kind of the premier iPad 2 keyboard case. I've seen a few others. I haven't had a chance to test out many of the iPad 2 ones, but as far as the features on this one goes, it has everything that I look for in a quality iPad case. It uses the sleep awake function. It goes into a stand. This one goes in both portrait and landscape, and of course it has that keyboard built in. So the Konnet TouchEZ keyboard flip case for the iPad 2 again is available for $99, and I'll of course put a link to the Konnet website in the video description where you can learn more about this case. If you have any questions about it, you can always drop me a line. Otherwise, you have a great day.